This is IzzyChurch, and we're here with Savior Elmundo, one of the contributing artists to Little Red and Vandal Wolf. We're going to hear about Savior's art and his journey. Um, so, Savior, your style feels both raw and refined at the same time. How would you describe your evolution as an artist, as a painter, as a street artist, as a graffiti writer?
Well, talking about my kind of style, what I love texture. That's me. I love 3D, I love texture, I love rawness, I love things that look in the streets and rip like paper, like wheat paste or ripping or like destroy stuff. That's what I love, but that's kind of my style. And sometimes I like clean, but if I do clean, I'm gonna put a little texture on it. You know what I mean? I want people to touch my art, feel that art, and feel like it's popping in your face. So that's what kind of my style of art is. Yeah.
Awesome. So, painting live, which you are doing today, we'll talk a little bit about that. It brings a whole different energy compared to creating in a studio.
Yeah.
What's your favorite part about painting live, or live in front of an audience, or just painting,
You know what? I love painting in front of the audience or in the studio. Both. I love both. But I do it for the people because art is power, and that's what I write. Make art. Make art is to remind people to make art. Never forget. You could be a dancer, a singer, a writer. You could be, have a 9-to-5 job, and people forget to make art. So that's why when I paint live and I write my signature make art is to remind people never forget to make art. So when I paint live too, it's bringing people together, the energy, they love talking to you, and I love talking to them and asking me questions, what colors I'm using, or just being like, hey, you can do it too. Don't give up, keep doing it, So that's the point.
A lot of your work seems to carry a movement and a rhythm. So I'm wondering, is music part of the process when you create?
Oh yeah, music, but first, dance. Because I was a professional hip hop dancer, and that's my blood. And I wrote graffiti when I was younger, but dance was the emotion that comes out of me when I paint. You know what I mean? I don't like just a lot. I love movement. I love waves. I love seeing different things, just not just straight stuff. You know what I mean? So to me, it definitely is movement. Definitely is hip hop and music, and definitely when I paint, I always blast jazz or hip hop or something. And you just zone out and get in your work,
You contributed the phrase "make art" to Little Red and Vandal Wolf, and this is your powerful tag that you put this message out into the world all the time.
Yeah.
And it's so powerful and simple at the same time. And you've already discussed it a little bit, but just tell us a little more about why you chose that tag.
Well, when street art came about, when I came into seeing street art back in like 2000 something, I was like, what is something to catch people's eyes? So I was thinking, I'm like, you know what? The simplest thing, let me write something that catches people's attention and relate to it, was make art. Make art to me was to remind people, never forget to make art, making it happen. And I started putting all over the street with a marker, with stickers, and a pink marker. And I remember people used to think it was a girl. People were like, who wrote make art? Isn't it a girl? Because it's always in pink. But the thing with make art is I want people just to create. And it's the simplest thing, but make art is the way I write it. Everybody could write make art, but it's the way I write it. They wouldn't recognize the signature that says make art. And now to continue, I started writing, and I don't know if I could curse a little bit, but I started writing Stop Bitching and Make Art. And the reason I started writing Stop Bitching and Make Art, because a lot of artists were coming up to me, oh, I can't sell my art, I can't do this. I'm like, listen, get up, make it happen, go to every gallery, introduce yourself. And I understand that a lot of artists are very shy, and I get that, but there's no excuse, you gotta get it, man. This is what it's about. Keep making art, stop bitching, do it, you know what I mean?
The spirit of Little Red and Vandal Wolf is about rebellion, creativity, and staying true to your own voice. How does that align with your own journey?
Wow. So I will take you back to COVID. And mental health and all that stuff. I was stuck there in COVID, and I remember that I kept painting, kept creativity. I never left my house until Black Lives Matter. And then we got all the street artists together, and we went out there to leave that message out there. You know, Black Lives Matter, make art, how, you know, everything positive. All that's what I think I relate to, because the messages are all positive. You know what I mean? And that's what the power of art is, and street art, especially in the streets. So that's the way I see it. It's a big movement and passion, what we do. We're not doing this just for fun, but we do it to move people and make sure it helps politically or helps others mentally, spiritually. And, you know, this is how powerful art is, because I remember the time that Love Self I wrote at the World Trade Center, the flower pots. And this lady comes up to me. She took a picture of it. She DMs me. And she said, "Thank you for doing this. I respect you. Thank you so much. You just saved my life." Because I was about to commit suicide. Just that writing, love yourself, love self, from art in the streets, caught her and saved her life. So that's how power art is, and this is what I relate, like who she is, what she's going through, and how she sees herself, and giving back. That's the way. So, yeah.
That's beautiful. So you have been a part of some incredible creative communities. How important is a community to your art, and how has it shaped you?
Community is everything, because I still do a lot of events, but I stopped doing the art events because it was taking off my life. It was like 10 years every Tuesday, drop balls, calling people, canvases, blah, 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 ideas and themes. But I get back to the people, because I wanted artists to come, paint, listen to music, and when they sell their work, I don't want anything. That's your money. And how does it feel to sell a piece of artwork? I wanted them to express that and feel that. So that's how I came up with the idea for that live painting event, you know what I mean? To bring people together. So community is a big thing for me, to get back to the people. And me being a curator too, at the side, I tell other artists, listen, do not limit yourself just being an artist. Learn how to be a curator, learn how to be a filmmaker, do everything, how to market yourself. Do it, you know what I mean? Do your pop-ups, do your own solo show, you know what I mean? Sometimes you don't need a gallery, because sometimes the galleries don't care about you. So go get it yourself and go open the doors for yourself, you know?
What themes or feelings are you most excited to explore in your work right now?
Wow. Right now, my feelings right now is actually, I'm doing another solo show coming up. That's one, and I'm working on a street art documentary, because I want the people in the world to know who we are as artists, as street artists, you know, illegal street artists, because, you know, we want them to they take pictures of us, they put it on Instagram, photographers, but they don't really know who we are. So that's my thing right now. It's happening. It's the solo show and my documentary, and leave a message and educate the next generation. So all that feeling what I'm going through right now, it's on that right now.
Yeah, so it's a real feeling of authenticity.
Yes, and I have to do it, because I learned from the 90s being a hip hop dancer. Everybody has footage of me. I don't even have footage of myself back then. So now, saying I'm a street artist, this is the time to capture everything I've done, and myself, filming myself, and have people film me or film them, and have footage, because I'm not getting any younger, getting older. And I want to leave my legacy and say, yo, remember Savior. I remember that guy writing make art. I remember he did a live painting event. No, he was a dancer. So that's my thing right now, is to leave a legacy for the future generation to understand who we were as street artists.
I love that.
Yeah.
And that's also what this book is hoping to achieve. You
Exactly.
know, like to help kids. They walk, especially in New York, right?
Yeah.
Everyone walks by on the streets and
Yeah.
they see the word
Yeah.
and like you said, they don't know who it is.
They need to get educated.
Right. They
Why
have-
we do it.
Exactly. So, what is one thing you hope people will feel when they experience your work?
Inspiration. Inspiration. I just see a lot of people's sadness and mental health and all that. And to me, it's to actually inspire people so they could do it too. And it's better than taking a damn pill on being stressed out. People, get high, and, drink alcohol, do art. That's the best high. Like Dali's had a quote and says, I don't do drugs, I am drugs. It's a beautiful quote. That's what I am. I'm a drug.
I love it. Like inform.
Yep.
So we're gonna go out in a few minutes and take a look at what you painted. So tell us a little bit about what's going on outside.
So right now it's MTA actually got people together to actually live painting, and it's for Earth Day. And what I did for Earth Day was actually, I wanted to bring Frida Kahlo with flowers and all those, all these beautiful flowers and colors, because Frida, to me, she's the earth. She's like Mother Earth to me. So that's why I did Frida Kahlo. And the quote says, I don't paint, what's he say? I don't paint flowers because they don't die. So that's the thing that I love about her flowers. And they were like, Frida, oh, that's right. That's beautiful for Earth Day. Yeah. Let's bring her. And then she's one of my inspiration, not just being a Mexican woman, a Latino woman, but she opened doors for other women. And that's what I love, the beauty about that. So I started putting her all over the streets too, as a street artist, because I want women to connect too, to inspire them to make art. Frida Kahlo did it, I could do it too.
That's good. And the streets used to be, a lot of the street artists it was mainly men at one point, and now we're seeing a lot more females out there.
And I love it, and that's what it's about. It's, the more the merrier, you know what I mean? Taking those risks, getting their name out there, selling their art, you know what I mean? And come together, you know what I mean? Stop being a man, only man. Let's bring women and men together, even children, you know what I mean? They could start in a young age. You know what I mean? So that's why I think this book is going to be amazing to educate kids. Like, I want to make art. That's it.
Xavier, this has been such a pleasure. I have some closing words. Like, seriously, you're like, is he not like the best?
Thank you.
We're going to go out and look at your work.
Yeah, film it, make it happen.
Okay.
Cool.
Thank you, Xavier. That was awesome.
You got it.